HOA Karen damage skate park ramp. Got sued and paid $170,000. The skate park was alive with the hum of wheels and the laughter of kids, a rare pocket of freedom in our quiet suburban town. I was there that Saturday, leaning against the chain-link fence, watching my nephew Ollie nail a kickflip he'd been practicing for weeks. The sun hung low, painting the ramps gold, when Karen's voice sliced through the air like a siren nobody wanted to hear. Karen, the self-appointed enforcer of the Pinewood HOA, strutted in with her clipboard and a scowl that could curdle milk. She was notorious, always sniffing out violations, from untrimmed hedges to kids daring to have fun. Today, her target was the skate park, a community-funded haven for teens like Ollie. "This place is a liability," she barked, her voice echoing off the concrete. "Too loud, too dangerous. I'm shutting it down." The skaters froze, their boards clattering to the ground. I felt my stomach twist. This wasn't just a park. It was a lifeline for kids with nowhere else to go. Karen didn't waste time. She marched to the main ramp, the pride of the park, built with donations from local families. It was a sturdy, polished structure, wide enough for two skaters to grind side by side. She jabbed her pen at it, muttering about safety hazards, then pulled out her phone, snapping photos like she was building a case. Ollie, all of 16 and braver than he should have been, rolled up to her. "Lady, this is our spot. You can't just." Karen cut him off, her eyes narrowing. "You'll thank me when this death trap is gone." The crowd of skaters murmured, their frustration simmering. I stepped closer, sensing trouble. But Karen was already on a mission. She didn't stop at complaints. By Monday, we learned she'd filed a formal petition with the HOA, claiming the skate park violated zoning codes. She'd twisted the truth, saying the ramps were structurally unsound and a public nuisance. The HOA, spineless as ever, sent a notice demanding a safety inspection. The skaters, led by Ollie and his best friend Mia, rallied to save their park. They posted flyers, started a petition, and even got the local news to cover the story. I helped where I could, spreading the word online, but Karen was relentless. She showed up at the park with a contractor she'd hired, some guy named Mitch, with a truck full of tools and a smirk that matched hers. Mitch didn't bother with a proper assessment. Karen pointed at the main ramp, insisting it was an accident waiting to happen. Before anyone could stop them, Mitch took a sledgehammer to the ramp's support beams, claiming he was testing stability. The wood splintered with a sickening crack, and half the ramp collapsed into a heap of jagged planks. The skaters gasped, their faces a mix of shock and rage. Ollie's fists clenched, and Mia yelled, "You can't do that! That's ours!" Karen just smirked, dusting her hands like she'd solved world hunger. "Now it's safe," she said, walking away as if she hadn't just destroyed a community's heart. The fallout was immediate. The park was closed pending repairs, leaving the kids with nowhere to go. I watched Ollie slump on his board outside the locked gates, his spark gone. Mia, ever the firebrand, started digging into Karen's actions. That's when the twist came. A local lawyer, Ms. Delgado, overheard the story at a coffee shop. She was a quiet woman, always in the background, but she'd grown up skating and had a soft spot for the park. She offered to help pro bono, saying, "Karen's not untouchable. Let's see what she's really done." Ms. Delgado uncovered a gold mine. Karen hadn't just acted on her own. She'd misused HOA funds to pay Mitch, claiming it was for community safety. Worse, she'd forged documents to exaggerate the ramp's issues, bypassing proper channels. The contractor, it turned out, wasn't even licensed. Mia and Ollie gathered statements from skaters, parents, and even a city official who confirmed the ramp had passed every inspection before Karen's interference. The evidence piled up, and Ms. Delgado filed a lawsuit against Karen and the HOA for property damage and fraud. The courtroom was electric, packed with skaters and their families. Karen sat at the defendant's table, her usual swagger replaced by a nervous tick in her jaw. Ms. Delgado laid out the case with surgical precision photos of the ruined ramp. receipts for the community's donations, and Karen's falsified reports. The judge, a no-nonsense woman with a skater grandson, didn't hide her disgust. "You took it upon yourself to destroy public property," she said, her voice cutting. "You thought you were above the rules," Karen stammered, claiming she was protecting the neighborhood. But the judge wasn't buying it. The skaters' testimonies, Ollie's quiet anger, Mia's fiery recounting of the park's importance sealed the deal. The verdict hit like a thunderclap. Karen was personally liable for $170,000 in damages, $120,000 for the ramp's repair and replacement, plus $50,000 in punitive damages for her reckless disregard. The HOA, complicit in her actions, faced a separate fine. Karen's face drained of color as the gavel fell. The skaters erupted in cheers, hugging Ms. Delgado, who gave a rare smile. Outside the courthouse, Ollie gripped his board, tears in his eyes. "We got our park back," he whispered. But the story didn't end there. The ramp was rebuilt, stronger than before, with donations pouring in after the trial went viral. Karen, humiliated, moved out of Pinewood, her house sold to cover the settlement. Rumors swirled that she was still sending angry emails to the HOA, blaming everyone but herself. The skate park, though, thrived. Kids like Ollie and Mia made it their own again, their laughter louder than ever. Looking back, I wonder what drives someone like Karen to tear down what others build. Was it control fear or just a need to feel important? The park stands as a testament to what a community can do when it fights back. So, what do you think was justice served? Or should Karen have faced more? Share your thoughts. Let's hear where you stand.